Being like the veteran on a team, I haven't really tried that before, where it's kind of my voice that's the big voice on the team. So definitely going to academy, I've learned a bit more about carrying individually, like having a big voice in what we're gonna do and like calming people down.
Hey everybody, my name is Parks. I'm with a Shotcaller, joined by Svenskeren, the jungler for Cloud9, one of the junglers. Congratulations, you just beat TSM, your old org. How are you doing right now?
I'm feeling pretty good. Just being able to play on the stage again, it felt pretty good for me. Yeah, just playing against TSM. Obviously, I have a history with TSM, so it feels extra special for me to beat them and let them have their first third/fourth place match. They never had that before, so it feels good. And I just had a lot of banter with Hansa and Björk leading up to this match. They were like talking a lot of shit to me, and I was just talking a lot of shit back to them. So definitely feels good to be able to win out on that one.
Yeah, for sure. Not only did you get the win, but you win the banter. And this also is really big for the org as well. I know when you were on TSM, you were on the winning side. Now you're on Cloud9, you're on the winning side. What does this mean for the rest of the team as well?
Yeah, so definitely feels good to be on the winning side, because last split we kind of started strong and then we went down and down and down. And this split we started from the bottom and then we actually like went up. So definitely feels good to be able to like improve rather than just get worse. And our macro is looking a lot better now. We actually know what to do in the games. And I mean, yeah, I'm just happy to be able to get this win and go to finals again.
Yeah, congratulations on that. I do have a macro question actually. And you weren't in this game. And I imagine you were kind of talking with coaches as things were happening. There was earlier on in the series, we saw Sneaky on Quinn, which is really good at split pushing and joining fights later, but not necessarily as good at team fighting. And there were lots of tanks on TSM's team, and Cloud9 kind of was opting for some of these team fights when it seemed like maybe the win condition was to be split pushing. Was that something that you guys talked about and adapted on for the next time that you picked a Quinn?
I mean, I wasn't really there for the discussion on what Sneaky wants to pick, obviously. It's something we've been practicing a lot, and Sneaky just feels comfortable on his Quinn. But the way TSM was playing, they kind of knew how to play against the Quinn, where they just give up side wave and just group, and Quinn is just not as good as the 5v5. And typically on stage, the games really doesn't matter about side lane. It's just whoever has the stronger 5v5, whoever can get the better engage on the 5v5, typically just wins. You get the Baron and the game is over. So the Quinn didn't really help much because they played Akali one game, and then the other game they played GP, and he wasn't really able to look for the GP. So obviously the Quinn didn't look good against just like 4 tanks every game.
Yeah, well, you made the adaptation, you pulled it off in the end. What was it like when you kind of realized that it was going to be you on the stage? I know you talked about it a little bit already, but what was that feeling like, that you got this chance to beat TSM?
I mean, after we lost the game 3, me and Grace and Golden Glue, we already knew we were going to get subbed in, because we got told previously in all our practice, we already got told like the way you guys are getting subbed in is if we're 0-2, like we're down 2 games and you guys have no chance to lose. So we already had the mentality like in all our scrims to like, okay, we can't lose a game. So we just try to be like consistent, I guess. And actually after we lost the game 3, where we knew we were going to get subbed in, I almost got like teary eyes, because it was like so stressful from watching behind, like backstage. I've never had that experience before, where I wasn't even playing the game and I just felt like so much pressure on us. So yeah, just happy that being able to like outperform the pressure.
Yeah, it was fun for us. We were all hoping that you would be able to come out and do it. So congrats that you did and that you got the win. What was it like then preparing for this? You also won yesterday in Academy Worlds. You had to prepare for CLG Academy, and you had to prepare for TSM. So what was all the stress like this week, kind of leading up to yesterday and today?
I mean, personally, I didn't feel like there was too much stress, because I honestly didn't even know if I was going to play or not. It's just kind of like, well, I'm just going to try my best if I get put in, like try to help the team win. So I just tried to like ups everyone's morale by like just making sure we have high energy and just like connecting everyone together so we're on the same play. because I felt like the team lacked a little bit of energy in the first games. So I just make sure we're like on the same page and just stay energized. And I mean, the practice leading up to it, like me and Grayson didn't get as many games as Jens and Blabber with the main team, obviously, because we had to play the academy games. So I'm just happy that we were able to like perform pretty well, even though we had less practice, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. And let's talk a little bit about the season. I mean, you mentioned earlier you guys didn't start as strong, but since then you've looked very good. We actually saw you go down to Academy, and you've been with them for most of the season. You came up for a game, reminded everybody who you were and how good you were. And then, we've got to see you again today. What has it been like for you? Like, what do you feel like you've learned this year? Has it been like a year of growth? And, reflect on that a little bit.
Yeah, so being like the veteran on a team, I haven't really tried that before, where it's kind of my voice that's the big voice on the team. So definitely going to Academy, I've learned a bit more about carrying individually, like having a big voice in what we're going to do and like calming people down more like, all right, next objective is this. We go for like top tower now. Like we need vision on top side. And like calling off plays like back and stuff like this, which I think last split after I came from TSM, I wasn't as big of a voice, and I kind of just did what the team goal was, where on last split we didn't have anyone who was like a big voice. So definitely this split from Academy, I've just been improving myself a lot, where in Academy games it's like if I'm not doing well, we're not going to win the game. Like, so I was just trying to like carry the games kind of and just become better at shot calling and just my personal performance, I guess.
Well, I feel like that is something that some of the kind of TSM fans from a couple years ago may remember, though, is you being this kind of big carry for the team, and at least from the outside, someone who probably had a big voice. When you went to Worlds and you were on Lee Sin and doing a whole lot on the champion and being very crucial for TSM's wins back then. So is this just kind of maybe returning to that, or do you feel like that was just maybe like an isolated thing, and now you're just actually much better at it?
I mean, I definitely think I've improved a lot as a player since then. I've had a lot of ups and downs in between that time. So, I mean, my weakness back then was like I didn't really call as much as I do now. So, if like for example, like a bot lane or something, we're falling behind, like double lift, he was our Shotcaller, so he wouldn't really be calling anything. So, like now I'm more self-sustaining, I guess. Like we don't need to really. I don't need to worry about the lanes too much if they're gonna fall behind. So we don't like have a Shotcaller really. We just know more what to do as a team now.
Awesome. And hopefully we'll get to see that again for you at Worlds and kind of see some of that growth, especially after this time in Academy. And of course, we don't know what will happen, but that would be really cool. So I want to ask about Reaper and how it is to work under him. He won Coach of the Split. You also had Rookie of the Split on your team as well. So what is it like working with this organization who is winning everything across all their games? Reaper, who is doing very well. What is that like for you? Like, what do you feel like you're gaining from Cloud9 specifically?
I mean, I think Cloud9 is just a very homely feeling I get, because Jack just cares about all the teams a lot. Like he's very like a dad kind of for all the teams. So if you have any problems, he's always there. Like he's literally working from where we scrim. So I see him every single day, right? So I mean, I think it's just a feeling like home at the team. And for Reaper, I mean, he's just a super smart guy. So even if we're like doing pretty badly, he just knows what the fix is usually. So yeah, I mean, he's super smart and definitely like the best coach in NA.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a well-deserved award for him. Do you have any thoughts on the TL versus 100 Thieves game that we're going to see tomorrow and the team that you may be facing up next week?
Yeah, so the game is going to be pretty exciting. And I think it's going to go TL's favor because TL always beat 100 in the past. And I think Doublelift is just a superstar player. Like if in playoffs, he's always super good. So if 100 someone can manage to shut down Doublelift, maybe they can win. But I think it's pretty unlikely. And yeah, Doublelift usually carries in playoffs.
Yeah, he does have a good playoff buff. So we'll be watching that for sure. Excited about the game next week. Any thoughts about going to Oakland, to the Oracles Arena?
I mean, I'm excited to play another final. I've been playing in like 5 finals so far or something. This is my 6th maybe. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I'm definitely excited and just happy to be able to help the team. Like, I'm a part of this team still. Like, even though I was in the academy, just feels great to like know I helped the team get there.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we are looking forward to that. Lastly, before we go, do you have any kind of final thoughts, either for the fans, about the team, for yourself?
I mean, I'm just say thanks to the fans for still supporting me, even though I went down to academy and now back up for a few games. It feels great that you guys still cheer for me.
Thank you, guys, and thank you very much for the interview. Before we go, I'm going to challenge you to a game of rock, paper, scissors. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Rock,
1, 2,
paper,
3.
scissors. Dang it. Oh, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And thank you for watching. We'll catch you next time. Hey, guys. Thank you so much for watching that video. To see some more Shotcaller League of Legends content, you can find some videos off to the side, or like and subscribe. And also, please share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. And we will see you guys next time.